Hey guys, Kaylee here, and welcome back to the Honeystead. You guys have kind of been following our journey on YouTube, and here in the last few weeks, we have welcomed a whole bunch of new subscribers from all around the world, and I can tell you that I'm just completely blown away and completely blessed at the fact that you guys would take time out of your day and just simply take a look at a little glimpse of what we have going on here at the Honeystead. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kaylee. I am a beekeeper, I'm a mother, I'm a gardener, I'm a fancy pig farmer, I'm a chicken tender, a longhorn cattle rancher, and a goat tamer. Does that make sense? Did I mention beekeeper? My family and I do this together. You might see a few kids running around, you might see my husband running around, you might see my parents running around, you might see my grandma running around. We all contribute to the greater good of what we want in life. And my husband and I bought this farm. It was not established. We literally did everything to get this to where it is today. Fencing, water, electric, structures, all of it we did together. There's a few things that our channel offers outside of beekeeping. We also do woodworking. We've got a mill that we operate, that you'll see some of those videos every once in a while of what we have going on with the woodworking aspect. We also do a lot of gardening. We raise a lot of our own livestock. We grow a lot of our own food. We kind of do just a little bit of everything. And that's just part of the homestead. That's what we do. Now, as a beekeeper, my vision of sharing our journey is not necessarily for me to tell you how to become a beekeeper. I am a firm believer that there are multiple ways to become beekeepers, and there's multiple techniques on how to do it. My main stance on beekeeping is just do it. Do what you do. I beekeep very differently than other people in other parts of the country. And not only that, but other parts of the world. Everyone has their own technique. And if you look at beekeeping as a huge, broad perspective, we're all out to achieve the same goal and the same purpose. And that is what is really cool about beekeeping. I popped open one of my colonies. I have to show you this pollen. If you guys are not familiar with beekeeping and the different shades of pollen, it's almost as if the bees create their own mosaic when it comes to pollen and what's blooming in our area. And we've got some really cool colors up here, so let's go take a look at it. Look at all the different shades of pollen. See them all? Every once in a while you'll see a really cool dark green. Look at that. I just find it so beautiful. I figured since I'm here and I have a couple of minutes, I want to try to go ahead and answer a few of the questions that I do get a lot of. And one of them is, where did I find my suit? So the suit that I wear is from Massive Bee Store. I'll make sure to put the link down below. They are, unfortunately, with everything that's kind of happening right now, they had to stop with their production, but I told them as soon as they are up and running again to please let me know, because I will share with everybody that has been asking. They come in a variety of different colors. My daughter wears a teal one. My mom, my dad, and I both, all three of us have the tan. I also have had some people ask me about if the bees tend to be more aggressive because it's not white. The answer is no, they don't seem to care. It's a light enough color. I think if it were darker, it would probably aggravate them a little bit, but it's just light enough, and I like it. The reason why I like it is because it's fully vented, and it has Well, I'm gonna go get it for you. This is my suit that I wear. There are a couple of different things that I like about it, which was one of my selling points. Of course, the main selling point was the fact that it's not white. As much as I love a good white suit, they don't stay white for very long, and I've gone through quite a bit of them. Now, this one is nice. This one's nice because of the color. It's vented all the way around, which makes it great in the hot, hot summer when you're going and doing your inspections. The legs zip up, so when I put it on, if I'm wearing boots, it's easy. It's easy for me to put it on with my boots. The zippers work really well. They don't snag as much, which I found some of bee suits tend to snag. There's plenty of pockets for hive tools. Now my daughter's is a little bit different than mine. Hers actually has this whole thing unzips. So if she wants to get a drink of water, all she has to do is just unzip. The whole front of the veil opens up so that she can get a drink of water, which I think is a smart design, especially when you're working your bees in the summer, in the heat. Now, I've had a few other people ask about my gloves lately. Nitrile gloves work really well. I've been wearing regular kitchen gloves and they work just fine as well. My hands are very small, so for me to find a glove that actually fits and is not too loose is a challenge. I used to wear leather gloves, and then I switched to nitrile gloves, and then I switched back to leather gloves, and then I came across kitchen gloves, which one of our viewers did say, hey, you should go check them out. These are just regular, but they do make another one that they sell that's a little bit thicker. It kind of like absorbs a little bit. Which I will say your hands do sweat, but it is what it is. I've been stung through these gloves, but I've also been stung through leather and the nitrile. But the difference between being stung through the nitrile gloves and the kitchen gloves is when you get stung, all you have to do is just do one of those and you'll get the stinger out right away. I think I got these from the dollar store. Another reason why I like the nitrile or the kitchen gloves is because I can take pictures with my phone, touchscreen, and it works fine, versus the leather gloves that I can't. Now, Massive Bee store came out with a glove that is touchscreen, and it does work really well if you are not comfortable wearing these or nitrile or being gloveless. These are traditional leather gloves for beekeeping, but they do have the touch screen on the thumb and the finger, which I think is smart. Documenting what you're doing while you're doing it does help. It allows you to kind of look back and see what's been happening. I sometimes save folders of pictures in my phone when I do an inspection, so I kind of know what to compare it to, so I don't miss a beat. Or if I take notes and say, okay, this one, I did a walk-away split this day, so at this day I need to check to see what's happening and see if we need to introduce a queen or plan another action. Another question that I get asked often is, how do I stay cool while doing inspections? You're gonna be hot. The vented suit definitely does help when it comes to overheating. Other things that I do are I plan my time of inspection. I try to do it early in the day, but sometimes I'm caught stuck midday heat. But you just have to pace yourself and kind of work from there. I have this thing where we do an inspection on a hive and then we break and then we go and get a drink of water. Or what you can do is break it up. One day you do these hives, you know, another day you do those hives. So another thing that I do to stay cool is I actually wear an ice vest underneath my suit, and that kind of helps keep me cool, especially when it's really hot outside. Now, our channel has a huge variety of viewers. We have some people who are very experienced beekeepers, and some people who are brand new beekeepers or people who are wanting to become beekeepers. We also have gardeners that might want to become beekeepers later in life, or just people that like to watch and see a little bit of what we're doing as a homestead, on our homestead. But one of the things that I really just wanted to emphasize is the fact that if you are feeling overwhelmed with all of the beekeeping techniques and types of hives and what to wear, how to do it, you know, it's gonna be okay. One of the questions that we get asked quite often is, you know, what direction do you go? And that truly is dependent upon what you want to do as your own beekeeper. And I'm seeing in this community, and I'm hoping that I can not necessarily break the thought process, but I'm hoping that by using YouTube as a platform, it connects all of those beekeepers. It connects the older beekeepers, it connects the beekeepers that are in Australia, the beekeepers that are in the southern states. It connects beekeepers from the Netherlands. It connects beekeepers from Sweden, from Europe, from Iraq, from Iran. The point is, when you're studying about becoming a beekeeper, or even if you are a beekeeper and you are looking at it from a different perspective, my hopes are that you approach beekeeping with a very open mind and just listen. Now, it's humbling for me to have had a good basis of years under my belt as a beekeeper, but I will never know it all. And if I get stuck in my ways of how I do beekeeping, I might fail. Each season is different as it comes. We might have to experience something new. Now these murder hornets that are coming, or a May snowstorm for our growing zone. An idea with what you want, but don't necessarily be set in stone. And also have an open mind. We all have the same goal, but we're all doing it just a little bit differently. As a YouTube channel, I put myself kind of out there, and sometimes it opens up the door for some pretty helpful criticism, which I'm very open to. But then I see where sometimes people just have blinders on and they only do what they do, and you know what? That's cool. It works for them. Look at beekeeping as the ultimate science experiment. There are so many things that you're gonna do wrong, and there's so many things that you're gonna do right. And if you allow the bees to kind of teach you, then you're going to be a successful beekeeper. You know, it's always a good idea to have a few beekeepers in your pocket that you can reach out to and say, hey, what would you do? And me personally, as a beekeeper, I enjoy sharing, this is what I would do, but it might not be what they would do. And for you to find your own place, really just, it's a trial and error, you know? Anyways, I am gonna go work on this greenhouse and get some stuff taken care of. But I wanted to say that welcome to all the new subscribers, and I hope that you guys enjoy my channel. I also am very open to seeing and hearing and discussing with other beekeepers. I have a Facebook group called the Honeystead Hangouts where I open up the dialogue and let you all share, whether you're a content creator or if you take pictures, or if you're just, you know, if you don't create videos and you just take pictures, or if you write blogs, please feel free to share. That is what we're doing. I want to show that it's okay to have an open mind about beekeeping, and it's okay to connect with people and have that. You got to remember, we are all doing this in different areas. You know, some people down south might be completely different than me. Some people up north might be completely different than me. Feel free to join that page and also share your experience and what you have going on. Share your questions. If I can't get to them, I know that there are other beekeepers, and that's where you guys kind of read them and figure out what works for you. And that's how we learn. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old.